Okay, back with another reaction video. And, you know, I should probably do like two awards, right? Like a crack squatting award and do like a crack squatting award and a toothian award for this guy. This is a character we haven't seen in a while because I put a few of these guys on ignore. You know, you just hit ignore on your recommends, and you won't hear from them anymore, right? And so we had to take care of a couple of these guys, and that way, because they get caught up in their crack squattiness and they forget where the boundaries are. They don't know what boundaries are. But today we're going to do a reaction to none other than our favorite toothless, gutless wonder, old Wade Deaver here. And let's listen to what Wade has to say, and we'll react to it together.
You know, folks, as a member of Crack Squad, we often get a bad name through individuals, and you know, we take pride in ourselves. We take pride in our family. You know, we do like to promote children when they're doing well, and
Oh, is that like when you have those 11-year-olds come on and you 12-year-olds come on and you try to encourage them to do illegal stuff and like dox people and harass women and make prank phone calls and stuff? Okay, yeah, sounds reasonable.
we like to look out for children as well.
I
You know,
bet you do.
oftentimes
Him and Rusty both like to watch out for them young boys. It's what we've been told. And you'll find out later in the video why that's pertinent.
members of Creek Squad are overlooked for the things that they do. And
It's Crack Squad. Creek Squad is no more. Myself, the people that agree with me, we were Creek Squad. There is no more Creek Squad. There's only Crack Squad left, which are known, you know, used to be something cool to say, oh man, I'm part of Creek Squad. I'm down with Up Church. That used to be like a flex. And now it's just embarrassing. And so people don't want no part of that anymore. There is no Creek Squad anymore. It's just Crack Squad. And the handful of dirt bags that make up Crack Squad. And you know who you are. But yeah, that's your first. I had to correct you already, and we're only 29 seconds into your video.
and you know, we are getting a bad rap. You know, and it's true.
It's not a bad rap. You've earned it. You don't you're not getting, you earned your bad reputation for being dirt bags because you're cult followers. Okay. You think it's your job to defend your cult leader whenever somebody calls him out for his bullcrap. Or anybody he has issue with, you guys immediately take issue with. Somebody you've never spoken to, somebody you've never had any interaction with at all. But if Up Church has a problem with them, suddenly you have a problem with them. That's what a cult does. Okay, that's why you're called a cult, because you do what cults do, right? I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. Go read
Yes,
the
I
definition of a cult.
did win the cracksquadian award of the week, and yet I noticed that he's giving out another award that hadn't quite been a week.
Well, I was going to give a Crack Toothian award, but I couldn't find it. Have you seen it? Because it's missing.
So yeah, let's see who he gave it out to, and then
Wait a minute. There's like 2 or 3 missing.
we'll hop back,
Did you lose another one? I think you might have lost another one there.
get back on a few other discussions.
Yeah.
So this week's winner,
All these discount dental places, you probably could have gotten like a consultation and a mold made for some dentures for what you paid for that hoodie. Just saying.
winner, you know, he gave out the award today.
Award goes to none other than Uncle Will. I mean, despite after being made a fool of about a dozen times now, you still can't grasp the concept that your cult leader's lying to you. And my guess is just like we've seen with others. He either gave it to his dad 2 years ago, sold it to his dad 2 years ago, or traded it to his dad 2 years ago and just forgot. And then, but we, how's come we didn't see the police show up over there and arrest his dad for stealing it? Well, it's because when you give something away, you sell something or you trade something, you can't turn around and report it stolen, right? It doesn't work that way. Flashing the company's money on the internet. It is pretty bad. It just.
Well, no,
I mean, what? Why would you do that? For those of you that don't know, Uncle Will is a gopher tire buster for a small little company out there that does roadside tire repair for semis. And when they got to go buy tires, they don't have accounts. They don't have an account. So they have to pay cash for the tires. And so they send Uncle Will to go get tires. And instead of going and getting tires, he flashes the money on YouTube trying to flex for being, because he's in the crack squad cult. And he in his mind truly believes people think that that's his money, even though we all know he lives in a camper and was crying poor mouth 6 months ago. So everybody knows it's the company's money.
come on. Everybody in Creek Squad knows Uncle Will. Uncle Will's a real good guy.
He's a simp and a cracksquadian. Now, I'm not saying you can't be like a decent person and be those things, but he is those things. He is Uncle Will is like simp level 2000. It to the point that it's embarrassing for him. Now, some of you may know, or you may not know. Uncle Will, simp for Upchurch, right? All because one time Upchurch cruising, and you know how Upchurch will do once in a while. He'll see a video and make a comment about it. And he saw some video from Uncle Will and made a comment about it. Uncle Will got starstruck, and that's never worn off. And then he cried poor mouth, and Upchurch gave him some money. So from then on, he's continued to just lick Upchurch's boots. Okay. Like to the point where it's embarrassing. And that's what he's doing here. So just.
And,
but anyway, what I was going to say, wait a minute, what I was going to say, and I forgot, and excuse me, I'll back this up. What I was going to say, and I forgot. Anyway, shortly after this all went down, Upchurch took a vacation to Panama and ended up spending a couple days with Beachside Redneck and giving Beachside Redneck a guitar just a few miles from where Uncle Will was. And Uncle Will chased him all weekend, and Upchurch kept running from him and hiding because he didn't want to be around him. And Uncle Will never did get the hint. Everybody else got the hint, but Uncle Will didn't. He just kept on simping.
Uncle Will's a real good guy. And, number one, we're not a cult.
Yeah, you need to look up the definition of a cult. Some of the things that make you a cult there, Wade. One, I don't know you from Adam. Never spoke a word to you. Never did anything to you. But I called Upchurch out 7 months ago, and you've been slobbering about me ever since. That's very cultish to like immediately dislike somebody because they said something about this celebrity that you like. And it's just cultish. It's also cultish to claim to have some moral fiber, but then completely ignore that moral fiber when your cult leader does it. It's only wrong when someone else does it. If your cult leader does it, it's fine. That's what makes you a cult, dude. Just look up the definition. It's pretty simple. You guys attack anyone that Upchurch calls out, and you do it immediately. I mean, it's instantaneous. And if someone calls Upchurch out, you guys attack them. and you go outside instead of just making normal response videos. You go off of YouTube into real life scenarios and bother people. And you guys have been doing it to me for 7 months nonstop. And so, yeah, you're a cult. I mean, it's just own it. That's what you
I
are.
guess that'd be number two, and no, he wants to flash the money, whether it's his money or the company's money. I mean, that's totally up to him.
And it's totally up to me if I want to call him dumb for it, because that's a good way to get robbed right there. Goes to show how broke you are. People that have money don't have any reason to do that. I have never one time felt like flashing my money on camera. Never. It just
Well, maybe not the money, but you had went around flashing everything you own.
See, why did I know you were going to say that? Okay, I've never flashed everything I own. I hate to tell you that, buddy, but you haven't seen a tenth of what I own. Secondly, just because there's something in the back of the shot of my video, I know it's tough living in an apartment with your in-laws. I get it. You can't go outside. You can't do nothing. You can't like work on a dirt bike. You can't work on a car. It's just a boring life. So all you got is YouTube. I get that. Or if you're like Isaac and you're living in your mom's boyfriend's apartment, you just, it's hard. I get it. But I am not going to dumb myself down and hide my successes to make you feel better about who you are. If you're jealous over something in the back of my shot, that's on you, not on me. I've never ran around bragging about what I own, and you haven't seen a tenth of what I own on camera. Not even a tenth. You haven't even seen the vehicles I own. So that's a fail, dude. Just a total fail. I haven't taken my camera and done anything. All I've done is flipped my camera on and vlogged, and you guys have ran your mouths about stuff in the back of the shot like you know more about it than I do, or how much it might be worth, or how it don't belong to me, or whatever. You guys have done that, not me. I just simply turn on my camera and do a video, and it triggers you guys, you apartment dwellers. Not my fault you didn't plug into life and get some things done. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
Trying to outdo the people that you knew that didn't have as much.
Trying to outdo. Well, for God's sakes. So what should I do? Like go to, so should I go, what are you doing there with that new coat on? So I'm sure there's somebody watching your video that can't afford that coat, Wade. What are you showing that coat off? Is that a flex? What are you doing showing that hat off? I mean, there's probably some people watching your video that can't afford that hat. What are you doing showing that off? Why are you doing that? I mean, it goes two ways, buddy, doesn't it? See, this is what makes you Crack Squad right here. This is it. It's you. So you continue there, buddy. You haven't seen a tenth of what I own. And if I wanted to show off, I wouldn't show the things you see in the back of the shot. I'd show some other stuff if I really wanted to show off. Okay. Like my audio collection or something. So just save it. That's been on you guys trying to make something out of nothing, trying to claim that I don't own anything, or you guys have done that, not me. It blows my mind that you really think somebody believes that that's your money and it's not the company's money. They're in the company truck, supposed to be out there making a bank drop and fixing a flat, and you're out here simping for Upchurch. Again. Your boy lies to you, Uncle Will. So for that, you get the cracksquadian award this week. And you see, this is another thing that makes you a cult, Wade, because a rational person would be able to say, Upchurch lied to us about that. Upchurch was wrong about that. Upchurch lied. You can't do that. You can't bring yourself to do it. Right? I mean, yeah, congratulations.
Well, no, that's actually real nice of them. And we're going to play part of this again just so y'all can see something here.
This Crack Squatting Award goes to none other than Uncle Will.
And
I
again,
mean,
congratulations,
despite
Uncle Will.
after being made a fool of about a dozen times now, you still can't grasp the concept that your cult leader's lying to you and flashing the companies
Yeah, well, we're not going to touch base with that again. Whether his money or not.
money on the internet. It just goes to show how broke you are. People that have money don't have any reason to.
Okay, well, maybe not, but let's discuss a few things here.
Like maybe you should maybe do some Google searches on denture prices, maybe.
I think we'll zoom on down a little bit. Now he's obviously showing his computer screen, and y'all see where the computer screen's here ends
Mm.
right here. Now I don't know if y'all can see this middle tab, and what I'll do is I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to put a screenshot up. Now I'll admit, first time I watched the video, I didn't notice it. However, several members of Creek Squad
Crack Squad.
noticed it.
What? Several members of Crack Squad. See, ex members of a thing that used to be called Creek Squad that is no more. Now that all that's left is Crack Squad. The people that used to be Creek Squad would know right away what that was. It's only dirtbags with filthy minds that don't know. But let's let you walk into your level of stupidity here.
Some of them even informed me about it. So I figured,
Oh,
hey,
informed.
it's my
I
job.
am glad that you guys are so interested. I want to appreciate you. I want to take the time to thank you for all your views and thank you for being so interested in everything I do and everything I own. It's just hard to grasp having fans of that level. I'm just not used to it. I mean, I'm thinking, would you guys like pay to watch me? Maybe you would. I don't know. I should maybe check into that.
To bring it to y'all's attention. So here's the exact same shot. Y'all see that? So what we're going to do is we're just going to zoom in, and then we're going to scroll on down. Now there's where he had the Uncle Will on there on the top. What does that say, y'all? Can y'all read that? Now this was coming from Psycho Babble Rap. Yes, James Shonk.
Yep.
This was coming from
Sure is.
his channel.
Yeah.
Y'all read that?
Yeah.
Psycho Babble. Buddy, what is this doing on your computer?
Well, it's because it's a video, honey. You see, I'm sorry that you have such a hard time understanding how the internet works. And I know that there are not enough hours in the day for you to watch other stuff, maybe educate yourself, maybe stay up to speed on what's in recent news because you're too busy watching me and simping for Upchurch. But there is a whole other world going on out there. I just want you to know. And what you're seeing there, son, is just just exactly what it looks like. Okay, it's in open video tab to this conservative lesbian. Now, I know someone as uneducated as you have never heard of her, but she has 740,000 subscribers for a reason. And she's a conservative lesbian that calls the left out for their antics all the time. And I started watching her after seeing her featured on The Quartering. And this was a video where she was talking about the LGBTQ community, sympathizing with P's and Z's, if you know what I mean. And that's it in a nutshell. And now, Wade, I understand. Okay. It's just like anything else. All right. When you do things, you think other people do too. Okay. It's like if you steal, you're always paranoid that someone's going to steal from you. If you cheat, you're always paranoid that someone's cheating on you. And I know you search for raunchy stuff on your computer all the time, so you think other people do it too. But I want you to know something, Wade, you're the only one that does. Nobody else is searching for that kind of content but you. You are the only one that searches for that content. Other people criticize it in videos like we just saw, right? But only you would think that that was a search result instead of just an open tab to a video. And that's why you're Crack Squad. That's why you're a cult. That's why people look at what's left, the aftermath of what used to be a really cool thing called Creek Squad that is no more. The only thing that's left is this aftermath called Crack Squad, you and about 150 other people. Well, I think it's like 250. I'll give you that. But yeah, so sorry you had such a filthy mind there, dude. It's a shame. I don't think there's any reason to watch the rest of your video, really. I mean, when you don't even know the difference between a when you don't even know the difference between
Could you please explain? I mean,
a tab and a
you
search
were showing
result.
your computer, correct?
Yeah,
that right there.
Doesn't he just seem like a fool now? I mean, just how foolish are you? I mean, are you really that dumb? You can't see that that's a YouTube play button. It just so observant, so brilliant. Crack Squad, so smart, so edgy, so on top of things.
Raise a few eyebrows.
No, it only raises eyebrows with people that are filthy like you. And man, just but it just blows
Wasn't
my
my
mind.
Computer. Wasn't Uncle Will's computer. No, that was your computer you was filming off of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I watch her videos all the time. She has good content. She stays very relevant with what's in the news and how radical the left and the LGBT community is getting. Very interesting gal.
Right. I mean,
she features a lot of detransitioners, and buddy, I want to tell you, you want to hear about some painful stories. Whew. Some of these young kids that are trying to detransition, and they're getting nothing but hate. Doctors won't see them because they're afraid of getting sued. They can't get any kind of medical assistance. They can't get any kind of support from anybody, and they were pushed into being mutilated, and now they want to undo it, and it's sad. It's a sad thing to watch. And this gal, she has them on all the time and talks about them. But I know poor Uncle Will and poor Wade Deaver here. That stuff's just way over there.
Let's see here. This was your video that you was filming off of.
Yeah. Listen to how he carries on about this. It's like he's so guilty. His conscience is so guilty because he knows that he searches for that kind of stuff all the time. So he thinks other people do too. It hasn't fathomed on him yet. It's just a YouTube video that someone's talking about.
See, it's got your name right down here.
Yeah.
I would really love to hear the explanation on this.
Well, you just had it. So now here's a chance. So right here, here's a great opportunity for you to, you could easily right now prove that you're not Crack Squad, prove that you're not a cult, prove that you're not a dirtbag by simply saying, oh, wow, I'm sorry. I totally misunderstood that. I guess that's just a YouTube video of some lady talking about a recent news story. But you won't do that because you're a dirtbag, right? You're a scumbag and a dirtbag. You're Crack Squad. Why would anybody ever expect you to set the record straight on something you're wrong about? You know, same with your cult leader. Exact same thing. Do you feel stupid now, Wade? Or are you just going to pretend that this didn't happen? Right? Because you guys have a history of repeating the same lie until it starts to become a truth in your own mind. And then you just keep repeating a lie until you start believing it yourself. Is that what you're going to do here? Or are you going to be a man and own your mistake? I won't hold my breath. Not at all. But yeah, your boy Upchurch was wrong about the skid steer. He lied to you. It belongs to his dad. He did not send the police over there. And he didn't go and get it because his dad would knock him in the next week with one swat. And you and your guilty conscience sort of turtling yourself there, buddy, because maybe you search for those kind of things. I don't search for those kind of things. I watch relevant people on YouTube talk about things that are relevantly in the news. Anyway, hope everybody has a good day. And yeah, that is that earned Wade, the special mention cracksquadian award. And just so you know, Wade, I did take the time to search, and I can get you a set of dentures for $600. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So don't say I don't care, and I would never do nothing for you. If you want the number, I'll give it to you.